Hello, everyone, and welcome to a lovely edition, long AMA, 1 hour total time of anything you guys want to talk about. We're going to be here for the end of the Kickstarter that's been going on this whole month. I'm very excited to be talking about that tonight. It's been going absolutely gangbusters. I'm really excited. I see that you guys are too. And so we're going to tell you about some of the cool things that have been going on there. And let's talk. So first off, thank you right away to everyone who showed up quickly. YouTube, man, people on YouTube are really coming in like droves these days. Thank you all. I apparently need to give you guys more love over there. I don't know how to do that, but more videos, I guess. So I'll try that. All right. So first off to W She and Beaverbuck. Cool. Super good to see you guys. I will be doing a duck race, not today. Today we're talking about it's just an AMA. I am going to do a really cool duck race late this month, possibly into next month. But basically, I want to do a big Christmas present for someone that will arrive to them before Christmas. So we're gonna do something like that. So stay tuned for a duck race that's going to be coming up in the near future. All right. Also, I am sick. I don't know if you can hear it in my my voice right now, but it is pretty rough. Like I've lost my voice. I feel fine. I might cough a little bit. I might, like fall once or twice, but I'll get back up. Don't worry about that. So if you can stand to stick around, that's really cool. So let's talk about the Kickstarter. But also for anyone who is here that is doing this stuff. So hey, Gavin, how you guys doing? It's been a fun ride, yeah. Please feel free to go ahead and put in any comments, any questions. This is an AMA, so you can ask me anything. I can't guarantee that I will answer it, but I will do my best. So there's been a lot going on. It has been a absolutely insane couple of weeks. Let me press a button real quick, and I will vanish into the lower left corner. Woo! All right. So here we are with the Kickstarter that is actively currently going on and ending in 56 minutes. So you might notice that lines up really well with when this Kickstarter ends. There's a good reason for that. So we went from 79,000 in total money pledged yesterday to 92,000 pledged today. So everyone is just kind of coming out of the woodwork, which is really, really cool. To come on and jump in on the final day. So one of the cool stretch goals that we did to get over that 80K to 90K all of a sudden was that we said that anyone who comes in and pledges at any tier is going to get the ebook of the Completionist Chronicles book 13, which is unmapped, which is not out yet. It is only on pre-order. So we're gonna give that out to anyone who has any pledged at any tier. So that's gonna be a really cool thing. So if you wanna help us get past this into the 100K mark, come on in. That'd be really cool. I already have people at Kickstarter reaching out and being super friendly. So I'd really love to see them be really, really friendly. That'd be really neat. So if you guys want to help me with that, that'd be cool. That'd be super cool. And then sometime, I think next week, I'm not sure exactly, but it has, whoa, so like I said, sorry, I'm sick. But at some point next week-ish, after pledges are collected, we'll go through and send out that ebook along with the digital bundle of everything else. So you guys are going to get that either next week or whenever payment is collected. I'm not really sure how that all works exactly. So you'll get that 2 months ahead of Amazon and Audible, which will be really cool. So not only will you get these fantastic books, Grimoire editions of Regicide, Rexus, and if you go to the add-ons, you can get, the first one as well. So you have that the first three with Ritualist. So you can get that in your add-ons. So if you come on in and do that, you'll also get the next book as an ebook ahead of everyone else, which will be really cool. So let's see. Now I see some questions coming in. So thank you, because I have a bit of a foggy brain. So if you ask me questions, I'll probably give you way more detail and answers than you were expecting, because I'll just kind of talk about it and how things were going and stuff like that. So I'll definitely start with questions here and just go from there. So Beaver Buck says, was the Jotunheim retconned after Implode? Because during Implode in the last chapter, there's no mention of cold or snow, and there are giant bugs. No, 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 no. Was not. No, nope, nope, nope. Wasn't supposed to be retcon. I will double check and make sure I didn't miss anything, but I was pretty sure I was very consistent on that. There was the only time I recall there being giant bugs was back on Midgard, actually, when we had a pass into the force of gigantification. Or oh, man, I think it was that. And so then they were like going in, and actually that was in Regicide. So you'll see that in Regicide if you got this grimoire. So that's really cool. When they're going in there and like Poppy is battling a wasp and makes a new rapier out of the stinger. So yeah, so that was definitely a thing. Giant bugs, I'm pretty sure, but I will definitely go back and check. And if I missed that, then you will suddenly see some giant bugs popping up in book 14. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't. So I will go back and check, because if you're right, I will definitely call it out and let you know. All right, let's see. Luke says, I hope we reach 100K so we get unmapped audiobook. I can neither confirm nor deny that. Let's see what my wife said. She said, we're not sure because I'm sick. So she said, don't make any decisions while you're sick. Okay, well, man, I don't know. That's not. Yeah, she's wonderful. I'm not sure what exactly is going on with that. We hit every stretch goal we were setting out for, so that's really cool. I don't have any more stretch goals right now, so it's just really neat to get to this point, past like to the end, past where we thought we were going to get with this. So I don't even know where to go with this. I want to give you guys more stuff, but I also don't know what I can do with my wife without making her mad at me. I don't want to do that. Happy wife, all that. So yeah, so I will definitely check into that, and if it's something we can do, that'd be really cool, of course. Let's see. Cool. Nathan says, the length of Completionist Chronicles has picked up lately. How does that affect the spelling of the word ritual when all the books are stacked on the bookshelf when the series is complete? Well, some of the letters will just be a little thicker than others. No. What's going to happen is they're getting a little bit bigger, mainly because there is a lot that has to happen in each book to keep it at 20 books in total, right? So, the first couple of books, was mostly like world building, kind of figuring out the personality of the character, figuring out the skill set, stuff like that. Now, 12 books in, 13 books in, I'm currently writing book 14. I'm something like 10% done with that already, actually. So I'm looking at these, and I think the last book was 167,000-ish words, pretty sure, somewhere in there. So that'll end up being like 16 plus hours in audio, so like close to 17, something like that. So yeah, just because there is so much, because it is such an epic universe, with so much to do, so much to complete, they do get bigger. Hopefully you're not, sad about that. I know I'm not. So with the final form, I don't know what to say. It will look awesome. That's all I can say is like the final thing, the 20 book set that we're gonna do at the very end of it. It'll look really cool. So yeah, no worries there. Let's see. See, Troy says, with the Poor Life Choice Guild, I am trying to find what your original question is. Troy. I don't see it. Poor Life Choice Guild. Oh, Poor Life Choice Guild. I don't know. I know they were fighting bugs with the Poor Life Choice, but was that book 12? Because I'm working on book 14 right now, so like books 12 and 13 are kind of blending in my head. So I'm like, I don't want to give away spoilers on book 13 because it's not out yet. But I was like, we'll see. All right, let's see. So Selena says, just to confirm, my pledge gets you the next ebook 2 months before release. It will get you that 2 months before release. So you have to get a tier though. So like, it's really cool. When people are doing the neat thing over here. So there's this really cool thing where we have some really fun people that are coming in and just making a pledge. Thank you guys when you're doing that. However, it does not allow me to collect any information about you when you do this one. I can't even send you like a thank you email. It won't, like, if I do that, it's like, I think against the terms of service. Something's going on there where it makes it so that we can't send it. So you had to pick at you don't have to pick that one, but I recommend it. It's really good. But like, even if you just came in at the $5 tier with the digital archive, that at least gets me an email that I can send the ebook to, right? So that'll also get you some really cool art that's coming with this. So we got 15 new art pieces in the between the two books. So you're going to get all of that as the digital archive. But I need to be able to get some data from you to send you things. And when you like pledge like that, I don't get that data. So I can't send stuff to you. So yeah. So that's where that is. So it has to be at a tier. So any tier, ebook. Yes. So that is the confirmation. Very cool. All right. Oh yeah. So hello, Chandra. Yeah. Luke says, I saw the comments about the audiobook on the Kickstarter. You're really, man, you are on top of things. I love that. That's so cool. So someone said, do we get this? And I said, I would definitely look into it. I can't guarantee anything because I am not the final decision maker in my company. I am co-owner, but I am not CEO. Again, it's just one of those things where I'm like, ha ha ha, ha yeah, it's cool. So we'll just put a little pin in that one. Come back to it, you know. Let's see. Ethan, hey Ethan, how's it going, man? Good to hear from you. Are you sad not to be going down the hell path, or excited for Asgard, or both? So, okay. So here's the thing. So far a common misconception here. It just is, what are we going to first, right? So we're going to, so far it looks like we're going to Asgard. So we're going to be opening the Bifrost to this, and that just means we're going to have to kick hell down the line, or it's just going to be something that is not really heavily visited before the end of the series. So it's going to make Asgard way more way more in depth, way more fleshed out compared to Hell, which is if I can kind of, we're on the last stages here. I'm writing this book now, but it's going to be really book 15 before we're kind of talking about the differences between those two. But essentially, so the Hell area is meant to be enormous single combat, right? So like basically one-on-oneing, 1v1 world bosses. And so we're going to do this over here that has actual like cool quest lines and stuff like that. Or we were going to do really cool quest lines over there and just go like really hard into like personal power. And so it's like, I had really great ideas for both of them. I have cool like ideas drawn up for either way that we went. And we're going to go with this way over here, which is cool. Like, congratulations to these senders. Also, anyone who voted for the other ones, that's cool too, because, like, I love it all. So yeah, super fun. Not at all worried about it. It's going to work out super well for the series. So that's what I care about. And also, it's what you guys want in general, according to this. So yeah. So far, 427 people have come into, 428. Yay. See that in real time. That's so cool. That's so fun. Like that's like the best feature of Kickstarter is the numbers go up. It's a very lit RPG friendly platform. I love that about it. Like, someone pops in, like a pledge pops in, and it's like, oh yeah, numbers. All right. That's very exciting. All right. Let's see. Luke says, are we going to Muspelheim? More on that later. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Don't worry about it. I have a lot of fun, yes, planned, but if I said anything, it would be way too spoilery. But it will come up soon-ish TM, soon-ish TM, right? Yeah, but you'll hear rumblings about it definitely by somewhere in book 14, which is uncapped, by the way. So it goes untapped, unmapped, uncapped. So unmapped is the one that you guys will be getting with the Kickstarter, if you come in at any tier, and then uncapped is the one that I'm currently writing right now. So yeah, good times. Let's see. Yeah, this is great. Thank you all so much for coming in with lots of questions right away. This is really neat. So I'm super thrilled about this. It's been 15 minutes, and I have not had to like go hunting for things to show you. So that's really neat. So let's see. Okay. Ribbit and Rose says, anyway on the pledge survey to ask for a specific number if it can be accommodated. You're funny. So the rest of it, I'm not reading the rest of it because it's funny. I love a 420. Well, I'll read it. He says I love a 420 edition. That's funny. I don't know if I even have numbered up to that. I might have to. We'll see how many people are getting numbered. I only number out to the amount of people that back the Kickstarter specifically, right? Anyone who gets a Grimoire edition through any other means is not getting a numbered edition, right? So that's kind of that's the difference here. So if it doesn't get up to 420 people that have that number, I'm not making that number. So I would like to do that. Now, there was also some questions from people about, hey, can I get the same number as what I had previously? We're looking at it, but the hard part about that one is we don't know what number you got last time. And so then like trying to confirm that is hard too. So it's a whole thing. Like there's a lot of logistics that goes into this, and finding very specific things and not a range of things is way harder. So I would love to do that for everyone, and we'll see what we can do. Like if people are like shooting us, hey, can we get this number? We'll see what we can do. Of course, we want to get you what you want. That's what we would love to do. Also, I want to fulfill these as quickly as possible, which means that if like someone hasn't filled out their survey, I have books ready to go. I'm going to send the books out to the people that have done the survey, and then this person sends in their survey and they say, well, I had this number. I'm like, well, that just went out the door. I'm sorry. You know? So it really is kind of a, hey, if you can get back to me quickly and kind of give me information ahead of time, I will do what I can to accommodate that. Absolutely. We'll see but again, I can't make promises because I've learned my lesson. Making too many promises too fast. This is not tea. It's just also not coffee. I'm trying to figure out a way to describe it. It's citron, honey, and ginger in water. It's very potent. It's supposed to be good for my sinuses. It tastes okay. I mean, I wouldn't drink it if I didn't have a stuff up nose. I feel like I wouldn't like it as much, but for now it's doing well. Sweet. Hey, 429 backers. Thanks, guys. Yeah. Tell your friends. You know, send them this way. Like we've only got 8,000 to go, but we also only have 40 minutes to go. So that'd be really cool. But like if we can crack that 10K, that'd be really neat. All right, more questions have come in. Super cool. Yes. Brandon. Hi, Brandon. Brandon says, just work my way through the series to get ready for the next book. Love the series. Thank you. I like you as well. You're very nice. I don't know if it was mentioned somewhere in Unmapped or earlier and missed it, but what was the town age? Oh, okay. So the town age is one off. Seems like it would have been super useful against Game Over. It super would have been useful against Game Over. However, I need it for something else. It is a one-off. It is a one-time use thing, and I have a plan for it later in the series. It would have been useful there, but he didn't really find that it was like a cataclysmic event. That's kind of the thing, because this was a question that came up with other people. They're like, hey, why not just have that 24-hour immunity? And I'm like, well, because they were able to put down the monster. Like, I know that Joe had kind of that dark moment of the soul where he's like, I'm gonna, like, we're gonna lose, we're gonna screw this up. And if it had gotten to the point where he's like, I absolutely can't do anything about this for sure, then it would have been like, boom, in use, absolutely yes. But he had a different option. So that is definitely a hey, absolutely yes, we must use this. That's when it's going to be used. So stay tuned. I really like introducing things early in the series and then bringing them back like multiple books later, um, when everyone has all but forgotten them, and then like using them there because I have a plan for when I'm going to use that. Uh, and yeah, it's gonna be great. So I know I don't know actually. I legitimately don't know if you can see me well. I didn't have my lights on. Ha ha ha. Again, sick. So yeah, cool. All right, let's see. Wishy says, any chance with the next grimoire you can have the challenge coins as an add-on? Like additional challenge coins or challenge coins from this event. So you just like want a stack of the coins? That'd be cool. Yeah, I can probably make that happen. Yeah. So it was just one of those things where it's like, hey, I'm still learning, still new at this. I would love to say I'm perfect and really amazing at business, but I'm pretty much just a fun dude that likes to write books. And everything else is because people like you are like, hey, this would be a cool thing that I would really like. I'm like, yes, I can do that. That's cool. Let's do that. So yeah, next time I will make sure to make that happen. So I'm actually gonna write that down real quick because challenge coins as add-ons. Okay, cool. I have my cute little Moundel Press notepad. Um, yes, I like that stuff. So yeah, I'm learning. Obviously, I'm not perfect, but I am doing a pretty good job. I feel so. But yeah, so keep those cool ideas coming in. I would love to make use of them and get you things that you want to see and want to have. Absolutely, let's make it happen. Ba, ba, ba. Number goes up on my feature on my calculator. It should. I mean, if you're hitting the minus button all the time, it just makes it sad. Okay. Oh, funny. Nathan said, "Was your caffeine beverage choice?" I think I got to that one beforehand. This is a unholy amalgamation of things that are supposed to make you feel better when you have a cold. And if I could taste it again, I might like it. There's honey in it. I like ginger. I like sushi. So ginger, good. Citron. I I I don't know. Oranges are good. Like it's uh but like I don't know. Like I'll have to try this again when I'm fully sensory non-deprived. All right, let's see. Robin says, definitely looking forward to my numbered edition. Dot dot dot. Absolutely, man. Looking forward to getting it to you. All right. Oh yeah, so that's actually what I was going to say. So one of the things that I really like to do is fulfill these as fast as humanly possible. Like I really like to get this stuff ordered and in and moving as quick as we can. So last time we learned a whole bunch about like logistics and the cool things we have to do and lead times and like print runs and running into holidays and stuff like that. And so it was really interesting to learn all that. And this year, way more streamlined. Still just coming to my house, and I'm gonna like find. I think I'm gonna make like two boxes that are a different color than the rest of the boxes, and take pictures of that because people seem to think that those are like um, hidden things, and they totally are. They are secret things in those ones. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so it was really fun. So we learned a lot, and this year we have new people working with us. We have all sorts of cool stuff. So it's really neat. It's gonna go super gangbusters, and hopefully we're gonna get stuff in, and we're gonna have it out within a week of having it arrive at my I say house, but at my office. But yeah, so when it arrives, it will hopefully be out within a week. So that'll be really cool because we did that last time, and unless we get to like 1,000 backers, come on guys, tell your friends, get them in here. But if we got to like 1,000 backers, then I'd be a little bit nervous about that. But I'm still thinking that we're gonna just buckle down and like pull 10, 12-hour days and make it happen. Um, so yeah, very cool. Geneva says, "Hey Dakota, hey Geneva, good to hear from you." Yes, you and I are going to talk a lot soon. It's going to be great. Yes. What was this one? Ribbit and Toast says, I'm just excited about Shiny Toast Hands foily paper. Yes, me too. I'm honestly, man, like I'm really excited about that as well. It's I've got a bunch of other cool things that this project is going to fund. So between the fees of like actual production, fees of yada yada yada, all of it, there's a little bit of money left over. And with that, I am funding a different Kickstarter that is not the Grimoires, that I'm not really going to talk too much about right now. I'll tell you a little bit about it, but I'm not going to talk about it much because it's really far away still. But I'm currently working with a really cool company on turning Full Murder Hobo into a graphic novel. And so that is like some kind of crazy expensive, like, yes, crazy expensive, but it's really cool because I think that Full Murder Hobo is going to be a really, really cool graphic novel, and so I really want that. I really want that really bad. So I can get the initial like storyboarding done. I can get like some artwork done, character concepts, initial stuff, initial sketches. But like getting it to like fully done and fully like colored and all the way done is, yeah, let's just say that there's going to be a Kickstarter on that one for sure. So yeah, that'll be cool. So hopefully you guys will come back for that one in the future as well. Oh, 430 people. Woo! Thanks, guys. All right. Oh, we're creeping toward it. Hey, we got half an hour to go. So if you guys want to share this, tell your friends, be like, hey, what's cool? This guy over here who's making cool books. That's me. Yeah, this guy. Come and do that. That'd be really handy. Very handy. All right, let's see. Celestial feces items. I know I saw more questions about it in Kickstarter. Are we going to get more soon on your site? The demand is here. Hey, man, if you tell me the demand is there, you got it. I will make that happen somehow. So celestial feces things. I think I have someone who works with me is here as well. So if you would write that down, because I'm standing because I don't want to, bend too much. All right, let's see. Troy says, will you make a grimoire book of all your rituals? All right, so that's a really interesting thing. So when I first did the grimoire edition, that is what a lot of people thought I was actually making, was like the rituals and like all that stuff as a thing. And I was like, man, you thought that's what it was going to be, and you came in and supported it. So that's really cool. Like, obviously there's a call for that. I don't think I need to do a Kickstarter for that. I don't think there's enough people interested in just that aspect that I would come in and make a huge batch of those. I would probably maybe make a small batch, maybe like 25 to 50 in total, and then just kind of make them available to people that like really want them. So like, obviously you're someone who's like really into the system, really into the books. Love that. Absolutely. And I would love to make that available to you. So I'll see what I can do. No promises, because I am, it's going to be a crazy busy year this upcoming year. Book 13, book 14 coming out in Completions Chronicles. I have a new series starting in July that I'm really excited to tell you guys about. I've been working on it for like 2 years, so I'm really more than that. So I came up with the concept 4 years ago. I found out 2 years ago I started writing it. First book is done and narrated. Next books are kind of in line for that stuff. So I'm really excited to make all that happen, but I don't really have much to tell you yet, so I don't really want to like get you hyped for it. Let's see. Paul says, I'm happy this Kickstarter has been successful. I can't wait for my autographed photo. Yes. Thank you for the guys who got the autographed photo, like the headshot of me. Because convincing my lovely wife to let me do that was way harder than you think it was. Like, like way harder than you think it was. She was like, Dakota, first off, do you think people will actually buy it? And I said, yes, I think a couple of people would. And then she said, do you want them to have it? And I said, I didn't think that far. I didn't think that far ahead, but kind of, yeah. So she rolled with it. I mean, that's the great thing. My wife is very supportive, super, super wonderful. So Danielle, if you're seeing this, even in the future, yeah, happy thoughts toward you. All right, let's see. Beaver says, I love the references to Greek mythology. Are you able to say whether there will be more? Yeah. So I grew up on mythologies, man. So I think one of like I think the first fantasy book I read was like the Iliad or the Odyssey, and basically it was, hey, here's a book. If you can get through this, we'll let you read whatever you want to read. And so I got through that, and then I was able to talk on it well enough that they were like, okay, just go hang out in the library and read whatever you want to read. Because if you can get through that, you can like, yeah, we can kind of trust that you're going to be able to figure stuff out. So I love mythology to the point where I considered getting it as a minor when I was going in through college, just because I was already doing so much with it. But then I looked at what that actually entails, and it's like more history than it is like mythology. So it's like dates and times of the creation of those and stuff like that. And I just like really like the actual mythology itself, which I thought is really cool. So I can talk pretty well on Greek, Roman, Celtic, a lot of Eastern mythologies. But like obviously you might have seen if you've read through my books before, like you'll see a lot of like references to like Taoism and Eastern philosophies and things like that. Big fan of the philosophies, like the different philosophies of the world, and just kind of how those all kind of share a lot of similarities while also just having very different like ways of coming at them is really neat. So all of it is really cool. So yeah, so there will definitely be more, especially since we're going to Asgard. So that is what it looks like, unless we have some like crazy huge amount of backers come in and just like storm the traditionalists and just like out the window. That'd be really cool. I think that'd be really neat. Like bring everyone in, send them all the traditionalists, and that would be really funny to make it happen. So let's see. Yeah, that was Divine Dungeon. Let's see. The dinner with Dakota tier. Are you sure there's no restrictions? Not on dinner. But like so the restriction on those one is continental United States. I had to be able to get to you fairly easily. And yeah, actually both of those sold out very quickly. So I don't know if I should put more of them. Like if someone's here and they're like, "Man, I really wanted that $3,000 tier where you fly to me, we go to dinner and hang out for like the evening at the restaurant specifically." Like if people are like, "Hey, I want more of those. I missed out on it." Just let me know. Like we can figure it out. We can figure it out. It'll be great. Yeah, so that's really cool. Otherwise, I'm not sure what you're saying with the restrictions. Um, yeah, other than that, I don't really know what else there would be. Let's see. Robin says, for most of the series, you made it sound like Sage Rank is the endpoint for system-based growth, but you mentioned in Untapped that the Divine were beyond that. Does that mean that the Sages have a growth path that hasn't been mentioned yet? Yes, in fact, it does. So obviously there are like in-game deities, right? And so those are people that are beyond the Sage rank. So when we will see that, and we'll see how that interacts with it. But you are correct, and I'll just leave it at this little cliffhanger for you. Yes, Sage is the endpoint for system-based growth. Okay. All right. Very cool. So we'll keep going. Whew. Wishy says, need to finish Murder World Spiral and find out what's at the end. Yeah. We'll talk more about that another time. Quentin says, I would love a poster, like the ritual blueprints for the Pathfinders or something. Oh, yeah. Yeah, posters. I mean, I love posters. I'm surprised by how many requests for posters I've been getting. I will. So we just hired a new guy. I will have him start looking into that and like be like, hey, find me some cool artists that can make this cool stuff happen. And then because I have no actual idea how to make architecture designs, but I think it'd be really neat to have that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's really cool. Ah, man. I love mythology too. Yeah, me too, Beaver, man. Let's see. Wishy says there are some pretty expensive restaurants around. Hey, man, you know what? That's cool. I mean, realistically, the idea for me is it's not so much about that. It's like someone wants to like literally they're just going to pay for me to get there and take them to dinner. That's really what's actually happening. Like someone who's like, I want to meet you that bad and like hang out with you, dude, I'm in. Like it's cool. Yeah, there's not really restrictions on that. You guys are pretty cool. Like I don't mind going to a very expensive restaurant with you. That's it's cool. I'll make it happen. Cool. Hey, we're at 432 backers. Woo. All right. Oh, we're at 23 minutes to go. I believe in us that we can somehow get 8,000 more. If it doesn't happen though, you know what? It's already blown away all of my expectations. And then I have a specific figure to break through on the next one that is like very achievable. So I'm not sad either way. Don't worry. I'm just happy to be here with you guys tonight. All right, let's see. Nathan says, in the first series, when Joe gets his jump skill, I vaguely remember him encountering high-level goblins. What zone was that? That was Muspelheim. So that was if you are caught up with what is published, you'll know that that is where Jackson vanished to while Joe went on to Vanaheim. So let your mind wander with that as you will. All right, cool. We are at 22 minutes to go on this. And so I'm going to take a break for just a moment, rest my voice. And so I'm going to give you a word from my sponsors. The sponsor is just me, so don't worry. But it's just me. It's funny. I have this really cool video I'm going to show you guys because I have another book coming out next week, which is Snow Dwight. So it is book 5 in the Damsels of Distress series. If you didn't know I had that series out, wow, I really need to get better at advertising. I don't know. Really cool new series, 5 books, came out all this year. I wrote them all last year, which was really nice because it let me write a bunch of other books this year, which was kind of necessary. Yeah, 5 books, fantastic. You can read them in any order. They're standalones in a series. And then the series is connected all by the bad guys. So like the bad guys and the connections between them are how the individual stories get connected. So you guys go ahead and watch this. I'm going to take a breather and be right back. If I uploaded this, yes, there it is. Woo! Yes. Really cool. Really cool. The guy who made that is obviously legendary in the marketing field, but he was one of the people who worked on the Harry Potter release little videos like that as well. So it's really cool to be able to work with them and make that happen. And you're going to see that like across Facebook and other places soon enough as like a standalone thing. I'm also going to chop it up and turn it into a bunch of reels because that's a thing that I apparently have to do. So yeah, it's cool. Learning all the time. I love it. I love all the new things. And I also love that I am hiring people to do all those new things. So I'm just going to keep writing books, which I'm really happy about. So yeah, man. Let's see. This year, 5, 6, 7 books out, which is neat. 7, 7. I think 7. 7 sounds right. And then next year, at least 5. So probably more because I'm writing books this year that are coming out next year. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Okay. Ha. Rivet says it was better than a Marvel trailer. I agree. Yes, thank you. They have quite a larger budget than I do, but I appreciate you. I love your unbiased opinion on that. Thank you, Ribbit. Let's see. Troy says, "Is Jackson going to be learning how to speak to the goblins? I can see him adjusting them while fighting with them." I said, "Let your imagination run wild. If you can think about what's going on there, you are probably correct." Which is the really fun part about working with Jackson as a character, is that he is meant to be a wild character, like a total wild card in thrown into the mix. All right. Let's see. I don't have the damsels. I don't think the damsels of distress would be my cup of tea, but I liked the first two so far. Hey, very cool. You didn't think. See, I read it incorrectly because my brain is foggy. I didn't think it would be my cup of tea, but I liked the first two so far. Very cool, man. Well, I'm super glad that you liked it. And the nice thing is with that series, I designed it very, very carefully and very intentionally. So I had so many people read that series before I released it because I didn't want to like screw it up because it's a little sideways jaunt through lit RPG, still lit RPG, but definitely touching on some aspects that I've never written before, which is pretty fun. So it's a lot of fun to write, and they're really cool little palette cleansers to write as well. So if I the neat thing is when people start realizing that they exist and coming in swarms and droves, I can write one of those books anytime between other books that I'm writing without kind of breaking my flow, because normally I have to do 3 books at a time in any given series in order for me to like relax and be able to like move to the next thing for a short while. um but with those ones, since they're standalones, I can just be like, boop, here's book 6, boop, here's book 7. Haha, just kind of throw them in the mix, a little salt and pepper and the main course, which is pretty nice. So got that going out. Will you ever bring the Dakota track the Dakota tracksuit back? Yeah, I mean, I think that's available now. Like that's a thing on moundopress.com. I have my here. I'll make this a little larger so you can see. Hello again. I have my super cool Under Armour shirt. That's it has my smiley face. I had to watch how I phrase things. This is a child friendly show. But like read every book with a smile. So a lot of people didn't realize that, like when I signed my name, the Dakota with the colon like that, it turns into a smiley face, right? So when I say read every book with a smile, it's actually not only are you supposed to smile when reading my books, you're also supposed to like go out there and read the books that have the smiley face, right? So it's actually a call to action as well as, so it's like many layered meanings. It's very, very highbrow stuff. And also it's a fancy D, right? Yep, got that going for me. All right, let's see. Ooh, we're doing still AMA stuff. Guys, thank you so much for coming in with so many questions. This is a lot of fun. And we have 15 minutes to go, so layer them on, and then if we run to the end of questions, I will kind of talk about other things that I'm doing currently. Let's see. Evan says ritual game mat merch, possibly game mat merch. Oh, like a game mat, yeah, like what is literally right here on my desk. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I can make that happen. Yeah, that's the thing I can do. I can do game mats. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. Do you want it for like magic, or do you just want like a rolling mat? Because I could probably do both, but I couldn't sell one specifically for MTG. We'll see. Yeah. Very, very cool, man. I can do stuff like that. So yeah, merch is one of those things that's interesting because I have to buy a certain quantity in order to like, I don't know, make it worth doing, right? So because otherwise I have limited amount of space in my house to store stuff. And so if I'm like, I don't know if people are going to buy these, I tend to not like buy a stack of them, right? However, with the Lit RPG Con in Denver this upcoming July, which I'm super thrilled about, I'm really excited to see so many Lit RPG fans in one spot. And because of that, I'll probably go a lot more wild with what I'm going to make. So, because I'll be able to go there and have like a very unique testing ground to be like, hey, here's an audience that likes all of this stuff. I know they like it. And so I can really make all these different stacks of stuff, small batch. And if they sell out like crazy, I'll know like, hey, I should probably stock those things because people want them. Crazy how that works. But now that I have a testing ground for that, I'm going to be able to make more things available for everyone, which is really neat. So thanks to, Sound Booth and all them for making that happen, putting that on. I really appreciate you guys. So yeah, good stuff. Let's see. General MTG. Ha, you got it. Game mats. Yeah, people are liking the ideas for game mats. Cool. Okay, so that's boom, boom, boom. Yeah, good to know. Good to know. All right. Viewer says, I have a theory that Cal is just an extremely high level and tier person, and Joe will eventually meet one of the higher planes. You are probably correct. That is a solid working theory. I'm not gonna deny that at all. I can't super confirm it, but if you've read The Divine Dungeon, which is a prequel pentology before the Completionist Chronicles, you might see some overlap in kind of what you're saying. And if you haven't, good news, that series is complete. You can go and check it out. Get the whole thing all at once. Literally soon. I'm working on, just kind of as we're at 12 minutes to go, things that we're working on right now actively. Speaking of checking out books, we are working right now on getting my entire catalog listed with the Library Association so anywhere in America. Hopefully soon you'll be able to go to your local library and at least get to the ebook. I would love if the whole library system would like pick up my like physical books. That'd be super cool. If you're a librarian, yes, do that, please. Otherwise, like hopefully we'll be able to have those in the ebooks, like I said, in libraries. I'm working to see what we can do with expanded distribution for audio and see if we can also get more in with Libby and Hoopla and other places like that. So if you guys listen to audiobooks through your local library, I want to make that happen. I really do. That'd be really neat. It'd be a ton of fun to go and see them, like see people swinging through libraries and grabbing my books because they look cool. That'd be neat. Quentin says, what about an Evan Steele coffee mug? So, I've been seeing, I get targeted for all sorts of different coffee mugs. The most recent one is like that heavy coffee mug. I don't know if you guys have seen that. It's like supposed to be like 22 to 25 pounds. And I'm like, if I got one of those and branded it with the like as an Evan Steele coffee mug, that'd be really neat. But the base price on them is like $250 for me to get it, and then I would have to like etch it, and I'd have to do a bunch of stuff with it. So probably not that one. But like there's other options. Like I have my really cool like Yeti. I don't know if you guys can see that with the reflection, but I have like my Dakota Kraut branded Yeti mugs, stuff like that. So yeah, if you guys want stuff like this, let me know. I can make it happen. Yeah, I own the actual trademark on my name, which is cool. Other people can be named my name. It's just this particular style people can't use. That's all. It's fine. All right, let's see. Yeah, can't wait for Lit RPG Con. Already have tickets and travel booked. That's awesome. All right, cool. Find me when we're there and hang out because it's going to be a lot of fun. Paul says, are you going to be at JordanCon? I am not going to be at JordanCon. My travel plans do not allow for it. I have a couple of kids. They're very cute. They're very young. I don't like being gone all the time. So like last year was tough because I moved to a new house, and so I was here with my computer and a mattress and a cooler for like a month. And then my family started like showing up like a month later and brought furniture, and that was cool. And then I also had all my other travel stuff, like going to conventions and things like that. So last year was a little rough. I wanted to see more of my kids. So this year, this upcoming year, I'm kind of planning a little bit less travel, especially with, like I said, Lit RPG Con being such a big, attractive place for me to go. I definitely am going to put a lot of focus into that one. So that's really cool. Jennifer says, Dakota Kraut, thanks for recommending the X series. I just have Snow Dwight left to read. Oh, thank you. I go through a lot of books, and you have been a lifesaver in keeping me from being bored when I'm in the hospital. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you're in the hospital. Hopefully, you're there as like a nurse, and you just are so bored because no one's coming in, and everyone's healthy, and that'd be awesome. Otherwise, I'm so glad to have my books be giving you some relief and joy in what is hopefully not a terribly hard time, but if it is, happy to be a part of happy moments. So thank you for including me in that. Appreciate you. Yeah, so Snow White comes out in just a couple of days, and um, it's a ton of fun. So the only one I recommend for sure reading before that is Red Wolf. But yeah, it's cool. Otherwise, you can read them in any order. You really can. You can read any of them in any order, but I recommend reading that one first. Speaking of Red Wolf, cool thing. I talked to Amazon directly, like not last week, but the week before. I was in Las Vegas. That a huge contingent of people that came out, and so I was talking to some really neat people. And one thing that they did is they took me to breakfast. So we were having like I was having like eggs on toast. It was nice. I'm a pretty simple guy when it comes to breakfasty food. I like bacon and eggs. Pretty much hard stop. Maybe throw a little avocado in there. It's cool. Um, but we're sitting there, and the people I'm sitting with are on their phones very intently for a moment. And I was like, "What's going on?" And they're like, "Well, hang on, hang on." They're like, 9:15. I was like, "Okay, what?" I said it's 9:15, and now this new feature just went live. So you can go into your thing and automatically translate all of your books on Amazon into Spanish, Spanish, Espanol, Castilian. Okay. And I was like, that's really cool. Who's going to read that? And they said, people in Spain specifically. Okay. So there's now, I started with the Damsel series. So Red X Wolf is what's first one that went out. There's some things to work out on it still, but it's not a language I was going to put it in, but it is now in there. And it's really funny because it shows up on Amazon as Rojo Lobo. And I don't know why, but it just like when I saw that, I just started laughing because I didn't have any like control over the name. They didn't change the cover. They just put a border around that says like this is translated into this. And then like didn't change the cover or anything, just changed the name and title. And it made me laugh super hard. I don't know why, but I was sitting here with two other people in my office, just Rojo Lobo. Couldn't tell you why, but I was laughing my butt off. It was great. So if you can speak Espanol, Castilian, however it is pronounced, I'm not familiar. Let me know how the translation went. That'd be cool. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Where's LitterPGCon? Colorado, Denver, Colorado. Yeah. Always Visco. So too far me for intro. Where would be a place you would go? Visco. Just let me know. Always Visco. Like be like, hey, place I would go is like Kansas City, Kansas. Cool. Can make that happen pretty easy. If you're like New York, New York, harder. California, let me know. We'll see. But I know that I have a lot of readers in Texas, and that's cool. I like Texas. Like I would definitely come down to like Austin or Dallas and hang out for a few days. I'm planning to come down there on like a writing retreat and just like go take over a coffee shop and set up books. And I just need to figure out which coffee shop I should go to. So if you guys have suggestions, feel free to shoot me some recommendations in that area. All right, we're at 4 minutes to go. I don't know, guys. I don't know if we're gonna crack the 100K, but I really like that gives me a really solid like goal to hit on the next one. So that'll be cool. And I think so. The next Kickstarter that we're gonna do that we are going to do the Grim Wars on, because we're going to do the first 5, I think. So I think the next Kickstarter is going to be 1 second. Whew, couldn't breathe there for a second. All right. It's going to be books 4 and 5 in the R series. And for the life of me, I couldn't tell you what those are. And Ruthless and Yeah, brain burning. It's fine. But the next two books, I think that we'll also be able to do books 1, 2, and 3 as an add-on on those. But those ones won't be like numbered. So if you get the numbered version, this is the only place you can get those. What else? Oh yeah, so we're gonna do that as the next one, and hopefully we'll have plenty for everyone who wants to come in and get books 1, 2, 3 as well. But there's no guarantee because I don't think that there's going to be many opportunities for me to do print runs of this quality. Which means that anyone, oh, hello, thank you, new backer, coming in at the last moment. Love that. So pretty much these are going to be the highest quality versions of these books is on this Kickstarter, and any extras that we get to make sure we can fulfill everyone if there's like issues with like the mailing system. So yeah, so if you're coming in and doing this, this is the only guaranteed place to get them. I will try to have them available sometime in the future, but probably not for general sale until at least the first I want to say the first 5, but again, like doing additional runs of these, I feel like the people that want to get them are going to get them here, and so they're going to be a very hot collector's item. I think people are going to really want to hold on to these for a good long time. So definitely do that. Let's see. Okay, Bisco says I'm a New Jersey boy. All right, gotta make it to New York City or Philly. Okay, I plan to go to New York City at some point. Yeah, I go to Newark. I went to Newark last year, and I believe I'm being invited back again this year. So I will potentially do a side thing before or after that event and just like try and hang out with fans. So if you're in that area, that'd be cool. Otherwise, I just don't know. I don't know that area well at all. So, oh, we got a countdown here. 116 seconds, 114. Time is flying. Let's see. You didn't crack 100K American, but you did in Canadian dollars. Yeah, Canada bucks. All right, love it, man. And probably like I don't know what is the money in Australian? Like what's Australian money called? Is it still dollars? I feel like it's not. So if anyone knows, let me know. That'd be cool. Do you have a time frame for the next Kickstarter? Yeah. So here's the thing. I can't. All right. If you've never run a Kickstarter, here's a cool piece of advice for you. You cannot start a new Kickstarter until you have fulfilled at least 90% of a Kickstarter that you are running, right? So I cannot even start the next Kickstarter until this one is fulfilled. However, the next Kickstarter is going to be a lot sooner than this one was. So this was a year apart because we had to do like a lot of logistical stuff and make it happen. The next one, we're already working on the art. We're already working on the covers, on the design for what those are going to look like. And so basically, right after this one is fulfilled, I'm hoping to have the next Kickstarter running, right? Don't know exactly what that's going to look like. It's going to be a very busy year next year, however. All right, we got 30 seconds to go. First off, do you have time for about the $10 for sticker in the pen? Yeah, you're very cool, man. Appreciate you guys. All right, 20 seconds. First off, first and last thing. Thank you all so much for coming and hanging out. This was a lot of fun. It's always great to see you guys. Really fun to have the conversation and see what you guys are interested in and doing. And thank you for helping us make really cool, shiny, awesome things. 2, 1. Woohoo! It's a fully fulfilled Kickstarter. Woo! Yeah. That's neat. It's got, yeah. All right. They're doing little confetti fireworks. That's nice. All right. Very, very cool. If I refresh it, does it do it again? Oh, we did it. Yeah, it's official. That was really cool, guys. All right. We got over 900% funded on this. You guys are absolutely freaking fantastic. Thank you all so much. I am totally thrilled to be making this happen. And I can't, man, it's so cool. I get to do a lot of cool stuff with this. I love how these look. I love like the shininess of them, the placement of them. I really love that you guys like them a lot because that means that I can make them. So Really, really neat. Thank you guys so much for being here for my Kickstarter final countdown, and thank you for being a part of making this happen. I am gonna go and sleep for like 12 to 15 hours, and hopefully, when I wake up, I can breathe easier. So, for everyone that came, thank you so much. For everyone who's watching this outside of the live stream, thanks for watching, and I will talk to all of you guys very soon because I have a launch coming up this week, and then more cool things happening very soon. Keep an eye out for duck races. We have a really cool idea for our next one. So, bye, guys, and thanks again.